Hey everybody, it's Samantha from Samantha Designs. I'm going to jump right into it. We are using some tangerine, whatever it is, from Stampin' Up, and I'm going to brush all of these leaves because we're going to make a split design card today. And then I'm taking this cover plate. It just puts a little dot piercing on it, and I'm running all the leaves through because I want a little bit of texture just for some added interest on the cards. And I have to say, I love how these turn out. That little bit of texture is all it needed, and it's just super cute. Then I'm taking 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. I'm going to find the middle point, the landscape way and the portrait way, because I'm going to use a pencil and mark each section to put this into quadrants. Because today I'm doing the split card design, but I'm not going to just make 2 cards. I'm making 4. I'm using the entire 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. If you can do it for half a piece, why can you not do it for a full piece? So we're going to do this and get this all taken care of, and then I'm going to show you how I put this together. Okay guys, this is the way I decided to figure out how many leaves I needed, where I wanted to place them, all of that good stuff. I just created into Cricut Design Space an 8.5 by 11 piece of, for me, cardstock in Virtual World, and then I used these score lines to find the center of the card, and then I arranged the leaves the way I wanted to. Now on the final version of this, I did get rid of this top layer on the leaves. I didn't have 2 pieces of orange cardstock that I thought would work well together, so I just went with solid leaves, and that's why I shaded them and then added the texture to them. Okay. Alright, now that I know how I'm going to place everything, I'm going to start laying out my pieces so I can make sure that what I had put on Cricut Design Space is actually going to work in real life. So I did pick all of the leaves, and I start trying to space them where they need to go, and using the bigger leaves during the very middle of the card, and then I have some smaller ones that I'm going to put on either side, just like the picture. And I think I had one less of the little ones than I for some reason just didn't cut one out or whatever, but I used another big one. It worked out fine. And then of course you got to glue all that down. That takes just a little bit, and then we're going to come right back to the rest of this. pencil marks that I drew earlier. I can see them, it's not really that big a deal, and I'm going to cut it in half and then into the quarter. And remember, your main panel is going to be the 4 1/4 by 5.5, the typical size. But I am going to take off just a little bit of the two of the sides, just so I have a little bit of a border on my card base, because I just think that adds a little bit of interest as well. Yeah, these are, super simple cards, but I just love how they turned out. I hope you're enjoying this video. If you've not a subscriber, please think about subscribing. Smash the subscribe button. Give me a like. Give me a comment. I love getting feedback from other people. I'm also on Instagram and Discord and TikTok, and I do videos there as well. So all of my information is going to be in the description box below. So please think about subscribing and liking and just becoming part of the creative family I'm trying to build here. I guess that's what I want to say. So this is my little technique to try to get it in the center of the card. I learned this from another YouTuber, Natasha. You just peel back the corners of your double-sided tape, and then the one in the middle, place it in the middle of your card base. And I'm using craft card bases today. I've been really into craft card bases lately. I'm not sure what that's about, but I love it. And I feel like this helps me get this centered probably better than anything I've ever done. If I didn't do it this way, I would definitely have to use liquid glue, because otherwise I would not get it anywhere close to the center, and I still don't sometimes. I did notice on this one I had not quite cut one side down like I thought I had, so I'm going to add a little bit more tape. Going to do the same little trick. That little bit of skinny tape that's at the top, I just pulled that release paper off. It wasn't going to be that big a deal because I still had enough ability to get this centered in the middle of my card base. So you do make mistakes in card making. It happens all the time, but most of the time you can fix them. Sometimes you can't, but for the most part there's usually a way to do that. And for some reason that one just moved on me. I usually don't have that problem, but make sure you press on the sides once your tape's out of the way. Okay, now this just needs a sentiment. So I did create some that I liked on Cricut Design Space. Here they are. I'm going to break away for just a minute and show you my how I did this in Cricut Design Space. Okay, and here they are. It's congrats to you, take me with you, so very proud of you, you'll be missed, on to the next adventure, relax and enjoy, and you deserve it. Now you deserve it, this IT on it was not attached to the rest of the cheers part of it. I think I've now fixed that. I did need to do a test cut just to make sure, but here are the sentiments I created myself, and it uses Merlot as the font here, and I can't, Poker Night is the other one. So Merlot and Poker Night are the two fonts I used to create these. Alright, this one says take me with you. I've got one over there. I always put acrylic blocks over things when they're drying. I feel like it helps it stay flat while it's drying. And then I'm going to put on the sentiments of these last two cards. I think this one is another on to the next adventure, and then I got a different one for the fourth one. I'm gonna have to wait to get to it because I can't remember what I chose per se, but this one is so very no, I didn't do so very proud of you. What is this one? Very proud of you. Yeah, I did do. So very proud of you. Okay, I did do that. Alright guys, here are the four cards. I'm going to lay them all out so you can see them side by side in all their glory. I loved how these turned out. So you can use the split card design not only to make 2 cards, but to make 4. See you guys next time. Bye.